spiritual messages for Cancer. Cancer, you have as your overall energy instinct. Instinct is about looking ahead, looking towards the future, not allowing yourself to look back on things, because that will hold you back or take you back down a road you don't want to go down, and basically hold you back from going forward. So with that, we have gossip as in your thoughts. So you may be thinking about things that have been said about you, things that you may have said about others. But gossip in this instance is about you being happy within your own self about the creative ideas that you have, and understanding that everybody may not be on board with the ideas or the things that you want to do, but still allowing yourself to be loving and open and caring in spite of what other people say, in spite of what other people may think about the projects that you're working on, the way that you love, who you love, and where you're going in your life. In terms of communication, we have perfection. Perfection is talking about you being perfect just the way you are. You will have the right words to say at the right time in order to make things blossom and change and transform in the way that you want them to. You have this ability during this month because in your heart space you have renewal. This is grounded energy, being at one with everyone and everything around you, understanding that you are able to stand strong in the midst of changes, whether this is good changes or bad changes. So your happiness does not lie within other people, in spite of what others may be thinking about your projects or what it is that you are working on. You are finding yourself being very grounded in your emotions during this time and not allowing yourself to emotionally react to situations. When it comes to what you're bringing in, you have insecurity. So insecurity is about you having security, basically, within yourself, not allowing outside influences, people, and situations to rock your sense of self-worth, your self-love, and how you feel about yourself. So this is about your security within yourself. When it comes to how you're showing up in the world, we have perseverance. Perseverance is talking about being able to, like I said with the renewal card, being able to persevere, keep going and moving forward, even though there may be holes in your plans or bumps in the road. You are being divinely guided to keep moving forward. Things may not work out the way you want them to, but they will work out the way they should. In terms of what may be holding you back, you have passion, needing to go after and be determined to accomplish your goals, accomplish what it is that you want moving forward, in spite of, like I said, the gossip you may be hearing or the things that may have been said to you that you keep in your head. And moving forward, or what will help you move forward, is forgiveness. Forgiving these people, situations, and keep moving forward towards your goals. The instinct card is the overall energy indicating moving forward with the perseverance, and that is what you're doing this month. You're moving forward regardless to what is being said, how people are reacting, and what the situation is. You're ready to go after your passion, and you're willing to forgive situations necessary in order to maintain the balance within your own emotional well-being. When it comes to gossip, you have the Three of Pentacles. What I get from this is, like I said, you have some plans and things that you're working on, and you're happy about them. They're in your thoughts. You may not have communicated this quite yet. You may be collaborating with others or thinking about who you can collaborate with, but you have people around you who aren't very happy about the decisions that you're making. So you're trying to really come to an understanding of who you can collaborate with in order to bring about the changes that you want this month. Perfection. We have the Two of Swords. So making the right choices this month is very important for you. Communicating in the right way. Like I said, you will have the words necessary, or the communications necessary. The right choices will be made when you communicate to particular individuals. So don't worry about making the right choices and who you communicate with, what it is that you want, and what direction you are about to take. There may be some more information you need to gather in order to make this decision, but there will be a decision made this month when it comes to you perfecting your level of communication, or the way that you are trying to come across when it comes to presenting your business plan or your relationship goals, whatever it may be. There are some choices that you are making this month in regards to the plans that you have. When it comes to renewal, Like I said, this is grounded energy, being able to stand strong in the midst of change. With that, you have the Eight of Wands. So things may feel like they're moving really rapidly. You may have a lot of things within your heart that you want to work on, a lot of passions, a lot of determination, a lot of things that you want to get out there or get out into the world. When it comes to what's truly in your heart or what communication that you want to have with a particular individual, you really want to come from the heart when it comes to this. And you're making the choices necessary in order to overcome some situations with people who may not be in agreement. And you're trying to find the perfect way to express what it is that you want moving forward. Like I said, insecurity. Insecurity is about you being self-aware, secure about yourself when it comes to outside influences and people trying to affect change within your life. What you're bringing in is a sense of self-worth, self-love, confidence during this month. As you are facing certain situations, people who, like I said, are no longer or who aren't cooperating with you, you're not allowing yourself to become insecure. With that, we have the Three of Swords. So it may be heartbreaking to see that certain individuals aren't lining up with what you want. And this may bring heartbreak to you because now it's like, okay, well, what I want to do, people aren't falling in line with it. But as you go through this process, what you're bringing in is the ability to heal yourself and to become more secure with yourself, whether people follow you or don't follow you, whether people are willing to be in a relationship or not during this time. So this is a lesson. This is moving forward or bringing in this pain so that you can understand that you are secure on your own, that those outside influences can only affect you if you allow your insecurities to get the best of you. When it comes to perseverance, like I said, this is about you continuing to move forward in spite of heartbreak, in spite of naysayers, in spite of people trying to hold you back or reflecting your plans. And with that, we have the Star card. This is about you having hope and faith and determination and bringing balance to yourself, being the star in your own life and persevering in spite of the odds. When it comes to passion, like I said, going after the things that you want and really standing strong in what it is that you want moving forward, being passionate, determined, going after the things that are going to bring you that abundance and that sense of stability within your own self. That may be what's holding you back. You're not taking the actions necessary in order to persevere. So with passion being in what may be holding you back, what may be holding you back is the need for more passion and determination when it comes to your plans, regardless of the gossip, regardless of what's being said. You are grounded in your heart space in terms of your emotions and in your communication. You're gaining a sense of security within yourself, and now it's time for you to go after the things you are passionate about. And with that, we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups can be about a love offer coming in, but it also can be your self-love. So what may be holding you back is offering yourself that love and determination to move forward, and regardless of what's happening in your environment. And that's what the instinct is talking about as well. Looking forward to your future, not looking back on what's been said, not looking back on what has held you back, but moving forward towards your goal. When it comes to forgiveness, we have strength. So this is the position of what will be helping you move forward. Forgiving people is not about the other person, it's about yourself. Forgiving yourself for involving people in your life who do not line up with what it is that you want. Forgiving yourself for allowing people to come in and change your life in ways where you normally wouldn't have, or allowing people to tear down your defenses or make you feel this sense of disappointment and sadness, and not maintaining that sense of self-awareness enough to be secure within yourself, whether people go along with you or not. It's time for you to gather your strength in terms of forgiving others and forgiving yourself for allowing these things to happen, because things don't happen to us, we allow them to. So the people that come in, it's because we allowed them to. Now, we may not have anticipated them hurting us or being disgruntled or not being going along with what it is that we want, but this situation or this situation is teaching you how to have self-sufficiency and security within yourself, and understanding you are perfect and the choices that you make will be perfect moving forward for you. So this is about your self-love, you going after your passions, having hope for the future, and continuing to persevere in spite of the odds of people gossiping, trying to hold you back or deterring your plans, and having the strength and determination in order to communicate what is in your heart and stay grounded in that in spite of the changes, whether these are people leaving your life or people coming into your life, remaining who you are in those moments. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Tower card. So intuitively, you know that there's some structures that needs to be rebuilt, or some things that needs to stop, or um, you may come to a realization of the direction you need to go in intuitively. So, like I said, old foundations that weren't stable, things that people that weren't aligned with what it is that you are doing moving forward will come out of your life, and there will be a replacement for that. But it's going to take time. It's going to take you healing from heartbreak, gaining your sense of security back within yourself, in your ability to stand on your own in order to incorporate another person with your plans, because you plan to be happy in spite of the gossip, in spite of what other people say, and you're coming to a place of being able to articulate yourself and make choices based on the situation you may have faced that may have been heartbreaking. So now you're showing yourself this love by going after the things that you are passionate about, whether this is a relationship, a job situation, or so forth. Because now as you're moving forward, you're learning forgiveness. You're learning to forgive yourself for involving yourself in situations where you may have thought it was one way and it was another. But you're also learning to forgive others and let them be who they are, and release them to do whatever it is they need to do. And that is indicated with the Tower. When it comes to gossip and the Three of Pentacles, making plans, people talking about the plans that you are making, or you thinking about all the gossip around some plans that have been made. When it comes to that, we have willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. Like I said, you may have wanted to incorporate some individuals into your plans, and they may not have worked out the way that you wanted it to, but you are willing to compromise with people if they are willing to change their attitude about the situation. And that's what's going to bring the plan together in order to be able to build. When it comes to your communication, we have perfection and the Two of Swords. Like I said, understanding that you are perfect just the way you are, the way you communicate. It's time to make choices in terms of the way that you communicate, and perfecting your communication skills as you gain information about what the truth is, so that you can make better choices for yourself. When it comes to that, we have creativity. You love to devise new ideas and innovations and form of illumination. So you may be coming up with a new plan when it comes to the people that you are involving yourself with, and coming up with new ideas about how to work a situation. So there's some certain choices that you're going to have to make, whether it's cutting out certain people, as I said before, or adding other people into the mix. When it comes to your heart space, renewal. Renewal talks about, just a second. Renewal is talking about being grounded in the midst of change, being in connect. Know that you're in connection with everyone, and that the communications that you need to have with particular individuals will come from your heart, basically. Whatever it is that you're going to express, whatever actions that you want to take, is going to be coming from a grounded place emotionally, and it's going to seemingly move swiftly within you first before you express it to others. So it might come to a place where you're ready to move things along in your heart. You know what it is that you want. You want to move rapidly. Maybe someone makes your heart skip a beat. It may be that, but what I'm seeing is you want things to move in a swift manner. Although you are balancing your emotions, you're ready to get the ball rolling. You're ready to have these communications. You're ready to move forward. With that, we have kindness. You are humanitarian, made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others. So like I said, you're ready to express what it is that is in your heart this month. And you're doing it from a place of being grounded emotionally. So this is you being able to be kind and loving to others, and willing to work together with those who are willing to work with you. And this is all based around some ideas that you have in order to help you move forward within your life, whether this is a project or a love life relationship situation. Insecurity in the Three of Swords. There may have been some insecurities brought up within you after suffering through a breakup or a disappointing situation that was heartbreaking, but this heartbreaking situation is bringing in the ability for you to be self-aware in what you're investing in, who you're investing in, and it has taught you a lesson about people and what it is that you want in your life during this time. And with that, we have self-love. You realize that the love of self is necessary to love another, and that's basically what that was. You understanding who you are, standing strong in that, in spite of a situation where you may have been disappointed. This is about you being able to love yourself and be confident, self-confident, enough to understand that a heartbreaking situation doesn't stop you in your tracks or doesn't keep you from moving forward into what it is that you truly want. And that's when we come to perseverance and hope. In spite of the heartbreak and disappointments, you're still willing to work towards your goal. And this is requiring you to gather up your sense of self-love and self-worth and move forward. With that, we have elevation. You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. So you're making a conscious decision to keep moving forward with hope and determination and balancing your emotions and getting to a higher level of commitment when it comes to your business dealings, when it comes to the people that you are involving in your life. People are seeing the elevation or the rise within you, and they're seeing you shine this month when it comes to you persevering and having faith in what it is that you want moving forward. When it comes to what may be holding you back, as I said before, needing to take the actions necessary in order to love yourself, in order to give love, receive love. Reciprocity is what I'm getting to as well. Being able to receive is just as important as being able to give. So this is about you being able to be emotionally fulfilled about the things that you are passionate about, and also being able to give that love out to others, but being open to receiving when necessary with the people who are willing to cooperate with you. With that, we have evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. So obstacles are not going to stop you from moving forward. This is what could stop you from moving forward. Accepting love offers where there is no passion and you need to evolve and change and transform. You're looking at a higher level of commitment because you have hope for the future and you're very determined in persevering on your goals. So evolving means facing those obstacles in love, facing those obstacles in your work situation, having a passion and a drive and emotional fulfillment within yourself first so that you can evolve and change and overcome some of the bumps in the road. When it comes to forgiveness and strength, as I said before, this is teaching you to forgive yourself for allowing certain individuals in, for being distracted, and that's what it is usually when you're heartbroken about a situation. You may have become distracted with a relationship or distracted with some sort of job situation, and now you're building your strength to say, okay, I forgive myself for allowing myself to become distracted. Now it's time for me to gather my strength and move forward in order to be able to have the courage to go towards my goals and to rebuild situations where there is a need to build a more firmer foundation. And when it comes to that, we have discernment. You are developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. So you're, like I said before, you're gathering the strength, the loss that you may have suffered or the situation that may have been disappointing has taught you discernment, how to forgive yourself when it comes to involving yourself with people who didn't serve you, using your discernment when it comes to you encountering certain individuals. And now you have a certain lesson that you've learned as a roadmap to help you move forward, but not allowing that lesson or that heartbreak to hold you back. So it's like knowing what direction you're going, understanding the hurdles that you've already crossed, but persevering and facing the battles ahead in order to be successful, and using your discernment to know who to incorporate in your situation, who not to incorporate, who to love and who not to love, or who to involve in your personal business and who not to involve. It just depends on what your situation is. But this is you evolving and changing and being willing to be a participant in situations that elevate you and bring you to a place of self-love and self-acceptance. And if you can be kind in a situation, you're willing to work with certain people if they are willing to be kind and create something that is stable, and you're using your discernment in order to overcome any obstacles when it comes to it affecting your sense of self-love. If a person affects your sense of self-love or self-worth and it doesn't bring you a sense of kindness, people aren't willing to work with you, it's like moving past that and elevating yourself to a higher level so that those people who are in alignment with what it is that you want will be able to come in during this time. And at the bottom of the deck we have purpose. What I explained was just about purpose. So you possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. Like I said, relationships with a purpose, connections with a purpose, people who uplift you, elevate you, evolve you, give you a sense of self-worth, or not necessarily give you that sense of self-worth, but people who make you feel good about yourself, where you can bounce things off of each other and make each other feel good about yourselves. And this is about you discerning who does that for you, what does that for you as you move forward. So you're being asked to use your instincts when it comes to rebuilding yourself, when it comes to rebuilding the foundation which you've been working on, or the things that you've been working on, the passions that you have, the job situations that you've been involving with, maybe some gossiping people or situations that you may have to separate yourself from in order to make room for new people who bring purpose in the sense of you being able to move forward and work together and collaborate with people who work towards a goal, a common goal, or who are on your frequency during this month. So I hope these messages were helpful to you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know how these videos are resonating for you. And if you'd like a personal reading, my information is in the description box. Thank you so much to my new and my old subscribers for watching. And until next time.